Gen X is often called the lost generation, and many of us feel invisible, like ghosts in our own lives, and I know that I sometimes feel that way. And so I want to help you to start being seen. And it all begins with seeing yourself again, because the person who ghosts you the most is yourself. I've been coaching people since 2008, and I love to discover or even design simple and easy to apply tools and techniques to help you reclaim your life. There's no better feeling than seeing somebody I'm helping understand something for the first time and it really changes their lives. Now, the dilemma facing Generation X is that you spent years working at a career only to discover that gone are the days of loyalty and job security. You spent years working hard at a world that is disappearing before your eyes in a haze of AI and manufactured cost of living crises. You spent decades chasing society's dream for you, and you lost sight of your own. You spent so many years working for them, and you lost sight of what you wanted. You see, spending your whole life putting other people first means that when they no longer need you, that whole side of your identity falls away, and you literally become a ghost in your own life. Being an adult or even a parent means that we have to live for other people. We have to put other people first. We have to consider them more important than us. And the problem with this is that if you tie your value to being needed, when you're no longer needed, it devastates your self-image because you lose your sense of value. This is why the empty nest syndrome hits so hard, because you literally lose your sense of purpose and your sense of value, and you become invisible. And this happens in companies. You spend years giving your heart and soul to a company only for them to turn around and retrench you, and you are just cast adrift, feeling purposeless and without value, and thinking, well, what am I supposed to do now? So what you have to do is you have to start finding your value and your meaning inside. In other words, you have to self-generate your sense of value and your sense of meaning. Because when you do that, you will have an unlimited source of value and meaning. And that's what I want to teach you. You see, your unconscious mind believes the messages that you give it consistently and clearly. So if you spend years telling yourself that you come second, that your needs don't matter, that other people are more important than you, you'll believe it, and you'll start producing feelings to match that belief. But it works the other way as well. But there's good news. Carl Jung, one of the eminent fathers of psychology, said that you can only see in other people what is true about yourself. Perception is projection, which means that if you look at somebody else and you think that they are awesome or amazing or incredible or smart or whatever, that has to be already true about you. You just can't see it at the moment. But it is absolutely true. It can't be any other way. And so I have designed a simple 3-step technique that if you do it daily with heartfelt meaning, it'll help you to start seeing yourself again and start realizing that you actually do have meaning. And it goes like this. So you go and find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Grab a cup of coffee and a notebook if journaling is your thing. And you start with self-forgiveness. Think of something, just one thing, a mistake you made or an opportunity you missed, something like that, and simply forgive yourself for it. Because in all honesty, you didn't know any better and you were doing the best you could with what you had. We're all imperfect as human beings and we all go through the same things. So you can just forgive yourself and let that go. And then you replace it with recognition. Think of one thing that you've done well recently or in the recent past. One thing that you've done well, one thing that you've achieved, one victory that you experienced, and allow yourself to feel good about it. Because you know what? You deserve to. Even if it was just making a damn good cup of coffee this morning, recognize it, acknowledge it, and allow yourself to feel good about it. And then you refocus. Think of one area in your life that you want to improve, and that could be anything. It could be finances, relationships, your spirituality, your whatever it is. And set a simple and easy to achieve goal that you can put into action today. It has to be small and it has to be simple, because the name of the game is setting yourself up to win, because winning feels really good. So think of that goal, set it, and make sure that you achieve it. Preferably do it as soon as possible and achieve it so that you can feel good about it. And like I said, if you do this process, this simple process, which is an act of self-care and personal development all wrapped up in one, if you do it daily with heartfelt meaning, it'll start digging you out of this void of not being seen and help you to start feeling a sense of value and a sense of meaning. I'll give you an example of what it looks like from my own life. So it'll go something like this. I forgive myself for being so short-tempered with my wife and being irritable with my wife, because you know what? I didn't know any better and I'm just doing the best I can with what I had. But I realize that that is not a good strategy. And what I recognize about myself, what I really like about myself, is this desire to become a better person and that I keep trying to be a better person. I think that is really awesome, and I think that feels good. And the goal that I'm going to set for myself today is I'm going to resist the urge to talk over my wife, and I'm going to listen to her and let her speak. You see, it's quite simple. Doesn't have to take longer than 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you really want to feel yourself through this process. And you know, if you do this, as it's well known, when you change what's inside of you, your external world changes as well. So you're going to start giving yourself consistent messages of love, acceptance, value, and focus and moving forward, looking into the future at achieving something. It really is quite amazing. And you know, I'm going to start a victory thread in the comments below. I want you to tell me one thing that you did today that gave you a feeling of victory, a goal you achieved, something you did well. Just tell me one thing you did today to start moving your life forward. I'll be reading those comments. And so another video that will help you and motivate you to start reclaiming your life is this one over here. Give it a watch and keep the shiny side up, and I'll see you all in the next video.